talk Indiana Hoosier recruiting. Steve, I know you've been waiting for this segment for a while. The undefeated Indiana Hoosiers, number 16 overall, has a sellout on tap for Saturday's showdown with Nebraska. Steve, how big of a recruiting event will this be?
Well, Curt Cignetti's been asking for this kind of environment all year, and now they have a chance to deliver in front of what's going to be a terrific group of recruits for Indiana, one of the better recruiting weekends that I've seen in Bloomington in quite a long time. And there's so much excitement around this program, and how could there not be? This is the number 4 total offense in the country, number 6 total defense in America. So on both sides of the ball, Indiana has a lot to point to as far as quick and rapid development with a football team and recruits, and say, hey, look, you have an opportunity to play early here. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this performance goes on Saturday, because I think it could be a huge needle mover for recruits in 2025, 2026, and 2027.
Are you expecting any commits from other programs to be on hand for this one?
Yeah, a few of them. I think that USC quarterback commit 5-star Julian Lewis is going to be back at Indiana this weekend for his 3rd experience on campus after visiting in the spring and taking his official visit in the summer. Tino Sunseri is his lead recruiter, co-offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach. He had Julian Lewis in camp at Florida State when he was like 8 years old. Tino Sunseri really connected with the Lewis family. They've kept in touch through his time at Alabama, James Madison. Now he's at Indiana. And Curt Cignetti, Tino Sunseri and company said, look, watch the games this fall before you make any kind of final decision. And Indiana's got the number 4 total offense in the country, number 10 passing offense, number 2 scoring offense. Rourke, their starting quarterback, is one of the more prolific passers in the country, having a fantastic season. So they've certainly shown Julian Lewis an offense that he could thrive in. And it's a coaching staff that he has a lot of trust with because of that long-standing relationship that he has with Coach Sunseri. A couple defensive linemen committed elsewhere. Tyrone Burris is an Indianapolis Warren Central product, committed to Louisville. He told me he will be at Indiana on Saturday, which I think is significant because Louisville's hosting Miami. And so for him to come to IU for that big game instead of going down to Louisville, it means something to me. Pat Kuntz is the lead recruiter for Indiana. He does a fabulous job in the Indianapolis area. He has never relented on Tyrone Burris as they try and get the spatula out and flip the coveted defensive end. Benny Patterson III is a name we've been talking about a lot, Josh. He's committed to Cincinnati right now. He was at USC last weekend for an official visit. LSU, Michigan, a couple other programs that have offered this fall. Indiana's been on him early. They're trying to get him in on Saturday for this ball game, and that would be big.
All right, Steve, let's have it. Predictions, Nebraska versus Indiana. Who you got?
I got Indiana. I think they got too much firepower for Nebraska right now. Now, the Huskers defense, it'll be a big test for them, the way Tony White's got them playing on that side of the ball in Lincoln. But I just think that Indiana's, the way that they've been playing on both sides of the ball, I give them the edge. And they're going to have a lot of their commits back on campus, guys that programs are trying to flip. You got Vanderbilt, Illinois trying to flip 4-star receiver Davian Chandler. You got edge rusher Tristan Abram from St. Louis that Michigan's been trying to flip. I think Indiana gets it done in front of those guys, several offered guys in 2026. And then again, those flip candidates that we mentioned at the top of the block.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got Indiana. I think it's going to be exciting to see Dylan Raiola on the road in a big game. But in the end, I think Indiana remains undefeated. You guys let us know, comment section below. How do you guys think this one will end, Nebraska or Indiana? Give us your score predictions.